Well, hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson. Super excited to connect with you today for another episode of the Nurse Entrepreneur Spotlight. And today, this is actually a really special session or episode of the Nurse Entrepreneur Spotlight because I've got with us my dear friend, Dr. Chibunna Nwaobia. And I'm very excited to bring him here today, specifically to talk about an event that's coming up in October of 2023. And this is the ELEX Conference. And ELEX, I've only experienced it personally one time, but I have to say that I highly recommend it. And so today we're going to chat about ELEX, how it's different than other conferences that might be around, and what you can expect if you choose to go there, and even entrepreneurial sponsorship opportunities and exhibitor opportunities where you have the opportunity to grow your network and expand your business. So I really wanted to bring this to you today. And Dr. Chibu, thank you so much for taking time to join us and share a little bit about what you have going on.
Thank you so much, Teresa, for having me. It's always a pleasure to see you. And
Same. So I am very, very excited. And because this is coming up October, what are the dates exactly?
October 20 to 22.
20 through the 22nd of October. So there's enough time for everybody to still plan it out. If they're going to make the trip to Ontario, California, I know I've already got my tickets and my room is booked. So I'm super excited. But tell us a little bit about what the ELEX conference is all about and how it's different from other conferences.
Thank you so much for that. ELEX Conference stands for Education, Leadership, and Entrepreneurship Experience Conference. That's how we got the ELEX. This is an experience that we try to create, among other conferences that people go through. And how we started this conference is just to, focus on areas of life that, so many conferences and organizations don't talk about. And, right now people talk about burnout and self-care and all those stuff. But ELEX Conference is an experience where people, professionals, especially in the healthcare, nursing, want to go into either education, leadership, or entrepreneurship. Let them just come and have experience in three areas. Number one is authenticity, intentionality, and vulnerability. So our conference is different because we bring professionals, we bring people who have gone through it before, who have done so much and have experience that they can share. And they share it because they are very vulnerable. Because one thing that happens in other conferences is that we go to all those conferences, we learn, but sometimes we don't really focus on people that have done stuff that are very vulnerable to share their ideas and values. So ELEX Conference is an opportunity where people are, the speakers and people are authentic, people are intentional, and people are vulnerable to, for example, to say what they have been facing either in leadership or in business. They can share it with other people so that we just don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we learn from existing protocol, we learn from people that have done it before, that are willing to give us their honest experience, and we go from there.
Fantastic. I just love it. I love that. And so, my audience is all about opportunities to grow their business, expand their networks, and their net worth, right? That's what we're all about. So what opportunities exist for nurse entrepreneurs at ELEX Conference?
Thank you very much for that. There is huge opportunity because we have a lot of entrepreneurs that are not just entrepreneurs, but they are willing to share their business successes and secrets to other entrepreneurs. At NursesBond, which is the organizer of the ELEX Conference, we try as much as possible to bond, to network, because I see that the difference between this, which you have asked me, is all about collaboration. One thing with nurses and nurse entrepreneurs, we struggle, myself included, is collaboration. We find it difficult to see people that are willing to, collaborate with us, people that are willing to share what they have done in the past or what they are doing that are making them, successful. So as nurse entrepreneurs coming to this conference, you will be able to see other business or other nurse entrepreneurs that are willing to share their ideas and values. They say your network is your net worth.
You
Okay.
bet.
Good network, it will be difficult. And this is just where, we come together to share these ideas. So if you're a nurse entrepreneur right there, this is a conference for you. If you're a nurse educator, if you're a nurse leader, this is an opportunity for you to just come and network, hear from other people, make as much connection as you can, and grow your business, grow your leadership skills, or go into that, education or, career that you want to go into. So ELEX Conference provide that experience. So at ELEX Conference, we are not just having a conference, we are having an experience, and it's an experience that you cannot afford to miss.
I love that. I love that. And I know that last year, I actually experienced ELEX Conference as an exhibitor. Well, I was blessed to speak, and that was, honestly, I think I shared with you, that was the first formal presentation for the Nurses Feed Their Young movement that was ever held. That happened at ELEX last year. And
give people opportunities, and I'm glad you had that opportunity.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I'm going back this year, to share a little more about Nurses Feed Their Young and empowering nurses and changing nursing culture. So very excited about that. And I was also an exhibitor, though, and that gave me a unique opportunity to have my own table and talk with people on a business to consumer and business to business level while I was there and network at that level. So I'm sure you've got that up your sleeve again this year. So tell us a little bit about what you're looking for in exhibitors and sponsors.
Thank you so much for that. Yes, we are looking for small businesses. We have like at NursesBond, we help people to grow. We connect nurses to nurses, nurses to businesses, businesses to businesses, businesses to nurses, businesses to other, entrepreneurs. So if you're a small business owner, or let's say you have a business that you want to showcase, you want people to see your products and or services, you can come and have a table with us, or you can also sponsor us at NursesBond. We don't sell no products. All we do is to connect people to people. So if you think that you want to make that connection, you want to connect with other nurse entrepreneurs or nurse leaders at a deeper level, come have a booth with us. Come have a booth with us. All you need to do is to go to ELEX Conference and look at the phone number right there, or email us, and we will mail you our prospectus, and you go from there. We need people. We need all we do is to connect people. We connect your business to our audience and to other people. So if this is for you and you have a business right there, we expecting you, it's at a minimum fee to support our conference, then you will have a table right there. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. And I have to say, for everybody that's listening, I have, very purposefully built my business in the digital space. But there is still nothing that can take the place of personal face-to-face interaction, being able to shake someone's hand, greet them personally. And so I want to invite everybody to join me at the ELEX conference. Come to learn. And as Dr. Chibu always says, if you feel like you know it all, come and share. I love that. But the thing is, let's meet, let's connect, let's grow together. Because, it's just an exciting space to be in when you gather in a group of like-minded people. Many of you may still be second-guessing yourself on your entrepreneurial journey. You gain strength when you network and connect with others in this kind of environment. You get your own spirit bolstered. Wouldn't you say, Dr. Chibu, that's what happens? We can get re-inspired, re-energized.
Yes, that is very correct. So if you come over here, like I said, if you think you know a lot, come and share. But if you think that you're gonna learn, please come. We have everybody. The more you learn, the more you know that you need more. During my PhD, that's when I said, oh man, there are so many things I don't even know. So we continue to learn in the area, like I said, of education, leadership, and entrepreneurship. So this is a great opportunity. You are not just coming to learn, because I go to so many conferences, but you are coming to learn and also coming to network, connect with people, Everybody is personable. Like I've mentioned, we are very intentional. We are very authentic. We are vulnerable in the area of telling you, how we started, how, some seasoned entrepreneurs are coming, some seasoned leaders are coming. And guess what? While you're learning, I never mentioned that you get CE credits. So we also going to have up to 15, contact credit hours. So if you are a nurse and you are coming for this event, you will learn, you will enjoy yourself. We're going to talk about, the ELEX conference is the only conference that brings in comedians, to loosen up. And I know to loosen up. So you come, you learn, you network. Okay, at NursesBond also, it was Sharon Weinstein that, I got that from. He said, self-care is not selfish. So this conference is the place where you learn about self-care, taking care of yourself, learning how to fill your bucket instead of just continually filling others and, leaving your own behind.
I love that. I love that. And, I have to say, I was telling you earlier before we got on, and I was surprised last year by a couple things. Number one was the incredible food, right? The food was incredible. And it truly was just a lot of fun. But the other thing that really got me was, you actually had a formal event for the awards ceremony. I mean, this was black tie, tuxes, evening gowns for a lot of the women. And it was absolutely beautiful to see. And anymore, there's not that many great opportunities that we have to actually, do that. And so I just thought that was great fun. And of course, there was a dance and all the other things. But tell the group a little bit about, what they can expect this year at ELEX.
Of course, let me start from, our signature program. We call it Social Night, Healthcare Professionals Networking Event. And actually, this was how we started networking, bringing people together. So at the end of every conference, so we always have the Social Night Healthcare Professional Networking Event, where we have dinner, we have dance, we bring DJ, and we also give awards. Some people that have done great work in the areas of, like I said, leadership, education, and entrepreneurship. So we give them award. So this year it's not going to be this year, in fact, because it's coming to California and the venue, Ontario Airport's hotel and conference center, is where we usually have our social night. So they are really waiting for us. If you are for this conference, put on your dancing shoes, put on your evening gowns or your black tie, because you're going to have fun. You're going to have the opportunity to mingle with not only nurses, doctors, pharmacists, people in the healthcare space. This is where you connect, person to person. You have interaction, you have that dinner. So this is what to expect on 21st night of, of our conference. And not to mention on the 22nd, which is on Sunday morning, we're going to do a community service. We're going to have a t-shirt. We're going to go to the city. We paint the city. People will know that we are not just only working in the hospital, we can also do something in the community. So if you come in, you can also bring your tennis shoe, because Sunday morning, we're going to hit the road over there to do some community work. So this conference has been well planned, very well planned. There are seasoned leaders that have just confirmed, that will be coming for panel, like what we had in Houston. So it's going to be amazing. And there are also seasoned entrepreneurs that are also going to come and, like we have already mentioned, share their ideas, what they are doing, what they have done in the past. So I have so many speakers. Even at this point, so many people are still applying to be to be speakers. So this day is going to be great. It's going to start on Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, 2 o'clock, so 2 p.m. California time Pacific time. We're going to do a conference. A lot of things are going to come. People are going to talk about real estate, how to get loans, how to start your own business, how to network, communication, how to take care of families. Everything about life is going to talk about. The theme for this conference, I forgot to mention, is work, wealth, and wellness. What is network? How do you prioritize your work? What about wealth? How can you work to give instead of working to live.
Yeah.
We can talk about it because, what work paycheck to paycheck. At this conference, you're going to know how to get out of that. You work because you want to give your expertise. You work because you want to give your best, not because you want to pay your bills. We're going to show you how to live paying your bills because through your work, but you work because you want to help people. And, you have to on the side that can pay your bills. Then wellness is key right there. We have yoga, we have people that are going to talk about how to live healthy. Some people want to lose weight, some people want to go to the gym, like how to juggle all of these things together and still live a life of your choice when you want it, how you want it, when you want it. Okay. You know me, that's what I tell people. You should be able to, live your life the way you want it because you have done well. You have done well for yourself. So this conference is just going to be an opportunity that you have never experienced before. I promise you that. Money back guaranteed. Teresa, you were there in Houston.
I was going to say, I can vouch for that. Yeah.
Conference is money. If you don't have fun, if you don't learn, if you don't get anything, money back guaranteed. Trust me.
Yeah. And I just have to add, first of all, I love that. I love that you and I share the same definition of true wealth, right? Yes. Being able to do what you want, when you want, the way you want, with who you choose to do it with, right? That is true freedom and true wealth. But I want everybody in the group to recognize that you don't know what is going to happen for you at a conference. I met Dr. Chibu at a different conference just a little more than a year ago. And I had a banner standing behind me that had the Nurses Feed Their logo on there. And he walked up to me and he said, I don't really know what that is, but I need that at my conference. He said, you speak, don't you? I said, yes, I do. But that opened the door for that. At another conference last year, I met another woman who said, I need you to speak about that on a cruise that I'm doing in November. And my husband and I went on an all expense paid cruise, and I spoke for an hour, 1 hour out of 4 days. And so your abundance is waiting for you, and you never know what's going to happen to you. When you do things different, if some of you are out there going, I've never been to a conference, I don't know why I would go, I can't afford to go. You can't afford not to go to conferences and events because you're saying no to what's waiting for you when you say I can't afford it or I can't do it.
Yes. And not only that, some people look at big conferences thinking that that's where, they can get it. You can get known from anywhere. It doesn't matter. One person, one connection can take you to the whole world. It doesn't matter which conference, but just look at what you're going to learn. Gone are the days when people look at who's going to be the speaker, who is going to speak. It doesn't matter. Everybody has something to say. Only that you haven't had the opportunity to hear them. So this conference is an opportunity. We give people, even upcoming speakers, opportunity, come and share your ideas and values. Some people are waiting to hear you. So don't just look at the names, look at what you're going to learn. And I guarantee you, I've said this before, you're going to have an awesome experience. So make it a date, October 20 to 22nd, here in Ontario Airport Hotel and Conference Center in California. Just come and see for yourself what you are going to get. And I guarantee you, you will come again and again and again.
I love it. I love it. So this is going to conclude our episode today. But Dr. Chibu, I want to thank you again for joining me to just share with our audience all about ELEX Conference and opportunities that are available for them to not only learn and experience everything that you have to offer, but also to showcase their own businesses as exhibitors if they choose to do that, or even sponsors if they choose to do that. So there are a lot of different ways to be involved. And one of the things that I know is very unique about what you do is the community service piece. And that's something that I value. I wasn't able to participate in that last year because I had an early flight, but I'm very excited that I've planned that in for this year to be there through Sunday morning and be able to do that. So I'm excited about it.
Good. And I always like to say this before I conclude, even when I'm teaching my students and all my presentation, always be a giver, not only a user. Always be a giver. Look for something to give, because when you give, you will receive. Do something to the community, share something with people, either knowledge, you can sacrifice something, either energy, time, or money. Whatever you give will come back to you in abundance. Thank you so much.
Love that. Love that. Thank you for joining us. And for any of you who are interested in learning more about ELEX Conference, I know you are, there is a link below this video for you to take a look at the website, find the prospectus for being an exhibitor or a sponsor. And just for, there's links on the page for you to book your hotel reservation and all of those things. So anything else you want to add before we finish up, Dr. Chibu?
No, I can't wait to see every one of you right there. And I promise you, you're going to have a laugh that you have never laughed for a whole year. Come over there. We have comedians. We have people waiting for you to make you laugh. I mean it, so that you can forget whatever that has been your worry. Thank you so much.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in today to this special edition of the Nurse Entrepreneur Spotlight. We will see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. See you in October. Bye.